Hello everybody, Bowser here, and welcome to Bowser Party. What was that? Bowser Party was a lame mode in an inferior Mario Party game? Oh, okay.
Hey everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to the Super Mario Party playthrough. Last time we finished up the rest of the Mario Party mode, which means we can actually move on to one of the other modes. And we're not going to be going too far out of the norm here. We're actually going to be going over here to the Partner Party mode. Partner Party is basically a 2 versus 2 variation of the normal party mode that actually has gameplay very similar to Mario Party Star Rush. They actually kind of improved the Star Rush mechanics a little bit in this mode, and gave it kind of a 2 versus 2 team element as well. And as I said in the previous video, I've honestly played more rounds of Partner Party than I have the normal Mario Party mode. Not that I think the normal Mario Party mode is bad or anything, I just kind of think that Partner Party is just a much better extension of the game's mechanics and everything. So I honestly get a lot more value out of this mode than the Mario Party mode, but again, like I said, the normal mode's fine. This is just my own personal preference. I've played so many games of Partner Party online with my friend Bowser Girl and some other friends of mine as well, so it's been a joy actually playing this mode. And I think this is like the definitive 2 versus 2 experience in Mario Party, if you don't mind me saying. But I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. I do have the characters here. These are the final 4 characters that have not been selected yet. And I kind of purposefully held out on putting Rosalina in a map, just because I wanted to actually use Rosalina in a team-up with Bowser, because when me and my friend Bowser Girl actually play online, we normally use this combo, so I felt like it was appropriate to actually have this duo come together for my Let's Play. But we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, this will be offline still. Who knows, we might actually come back and do a online mode if the mood so fits us, but let's go ahead and get right into this. So the same 4 boards that are in party mode are also in the Partner Party. So we have the Domino Ruins, which is a treasure hunt now. We have the Gold Rush Mine, we have Watermelon Walkabout, and we have the Tantalizing Tower Toys. So the boards themselves get some slightly different names, but they're essentially the same basic boards and board layouts. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and start with the Domino Ruins Treasure Hunt. Once again, you have 10, 15, and 20 turns. We'll go with 15. And you can also choose the team composition. This is going to be my team composition. Like I said, I wanted to team up with Rosalina, so I figure that would be the best thing to do. So let's go ahead and get this started here. And don't mind me while this is setting up. I'm going to just very, very quickly get some information here on the dice blocks that we'll be working with this time. Welcome to the Jungle Adventure, a thrilling test of teamwork. Is this your first time here as a team? We'll go ahead and take a look at the basic instructions here. Our researchers have discovered new challenges for teams to master in these ancient ruins. Priceless treasures are there for the taking. Just one small problem, huge whomps blocking your team's way.
No one gets past me, no one. I don't matter if you're a team or not.
I don't let no one through, unless they got coins. Oh yeah, and I won't talk to you if you're behind me. If you got something to say, you can say it to my face. Yep, plenty of challenges here to put your teamwork to the test. Team adventurers are a bit different. Need a refresher on the rules? Since this is the first time we are playing this for this Let's Play, we'll go ahead and hear these rules, but we won't hear them every single time. Both players roll their dice at the same time. You can move in any direction. Your team's first order of business should be to collect lots of coins. While one teammate is busy collecting coins, the other teammate might move towards the star. To win, you'll need good communication and teamwork. Remember, if you stomp on a rival, you can steal their coins. Think you got enough coins from minigames? Then land on the space to get a star. So what's your game plan? Go star hunting or stomp your rivals? Will you stick together or split up? Talk it over before you start in your adventure. Okay, so yeah, there's actually quite a bit of strategy you can use in this mode. And I think another reason why I do enjoy this mode so much more than the regular party mode is just because it has that hidden layer of strategy. And if you are actually working with a human player, it actually becomes a very unique and fun co-op experience. Now, I can't promise that it'll be that enjoyable with a computer player. Honestly, I tend to discover that the computer players are often kind of dumb. So don't be surprised if they kind of do something that you don't want them to do. I kind of wish that if you were playing with a CPU, you'd at least have some control over their movement. Maybe that's something they should consider if they ever do a game like this before again. So yeah, that's kind of just my basic thoughts and feelings of this mode. I think it's a really cool mode. It's a great idea. It expands on the gameplay of Star Rush completely, and it brings a really fun and unique co-op experience to the table as well. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and start. Once again, we do have the choice between our regular dice block and our character-specific dice block. Now, I want to go ahead and talk about Bowser's dice block really quick, because on first glance, you'd probably think that I'd actually hate this dice block because of the essentially 0, 0, and 1 involved. But to balance it out, Bowser also has an 8, 9, and 10. Not many characters have those types of rolls on their dice block, and Bowser has basically the 3 best rolls you can get, and he only has a 50% chance of getting those rolls. So honestly, Bowser's dice block is probably the best dice block in the entire game. You know, you do have the negative aspect of not really moving much, but in a pinch, those high movements can really help you out and can really change the pace of a game. And if you have a bunch of allies, like, that even makes it better, because then you can just, you know, use your dice block every turn. If you get a high roll, great. If you don't, your teammates might be able to back you up a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much Bowser's dice block in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and take a look at the board. As you can also see, the much like Mario Party Star Rush, the board is grid-based, so you're not going to be going in a straight path. We'll also look at these toad tips, too. Some spaces that seem empty at first glance actually have a hidden block. The secret to finding them is to stop where you feel a rumble. Remembering that could come in handy. So that's actually a really good toe tip. Whenever you're walking around, if you feel a rumble, like while you're walking, chances are there is a hidden block in that space. So pay attention to that, because you might be able to get a hidden star or even some extra coins. So definitely do not disregard any rumblings with your Joy-Con. But let's go ahead and get things started here. Going to go ahead and roll our normal dice block. I will more than likely be using Bowser's dice block later on, but for now, we're going to roll normal just to get a good start, and this is a pretty damn good start. So basically, both characters will combine their dice blocks together. You'll also see, oh man, Rosalina just immediately gets to the star. So let's do this. I'm actually going to kind of lag behind here. I could also land on the star space, but the problem with that is we're not going to be able to both land on the star space this turn and get 2 stars, which you can do. If you have enough coins and if you both land on the star space, you can both get a star from the same star space. But due to the nature of this movement and the fact that we can't get 20 coins before then, I think it'd probably be better just to mess up the other players instead. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let Rosalina go ahead and get that star, and I'm going to mess with the computer players here. So we're going to do this to go back here, get an item, potentially also try to flush out some hidden blocks as well, if there's actually some hidden blocks around here. So let's do it. And yeah, whenever you jump on other players, you can actually take some coins from them. So definitely do that if you ever can. And here's a warp box, which is an item unique to this mode, and it's actually a really helpful item. It'll actually take you to your teammates, so if one of your teammates is close to a star, you could warp to them and you could potentially get 2 stars if you do that. So it's actually pretty good. So Rosalina's going to get our first star, which is pretty freaking awesome. Pretty excited about that.
You got a star. Ready?
And also do some high-fiving action with our partner, which is just common courtesy. I mean, she actually managed to get the star for us, so, you know, gotta give her a reward in some right, you know? And see, that's actually pretty good because I'm actually not too far from there either. That star is actually not too far from the beginning. Now, that does mean that Waluigi and Monty Mole could end up going in that direction too, but they also don't have any coins, so they won't exactly be able to get past the swamp. So they're going to get 9s, and unfortunately Waluigi... Wow, Waluigi's being a jerk. And if you happen to land on the same space as an opponent, you can actually steal even more coins from them. Like, just stepping on them, you usually only take 1 coin, but if you stomp on them, you take like 3 or 4 coins. So stomping on them is actually a good thing to do. And Monty Mole is actually... yep, he is actually going this way. And he's actually moving Womp back over here. That's actually good, because that'll allow Rosalina to potentially get over there too. But let's go ahead and focus on the minigames for right now, because we have some minigames. We have Maths of Glory. This is a game that I've played a lot of online. This is a game that whenever me and Bowser Girl play, we like always get it. But if you remember like the game Mathletes from like Mario Party 5, it's actually very similar to this, where you basically just you roll some dice blocks, whatever your math result is, you'll knock away that many blocks on the opponent's tower, and the goal is to basically just knock off all the blocks of the other team's castle. And what makes this game, I think, better than Mathletes is the fact that you can actually kind of time the dice block a bit, so it's actually not too hard to get some really good rolls here. 1, 2. Unfortunately, Rosalina rolled pretty low, but they rolled even lower, so... So hopefully Rosalina does a little better this time. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well 30's pretty good. Wasn't the best result, but, you know, usually if you can just, like, aim for the 5, sometimes you might get the 6 instead, which is nice. It's better than aiming for the 6 and accidentally getting a 1, so I think it just makes more sense to do that. So let's see, what we're going to get here. 3, so we just need a 5. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And we should win. Yeah, we won. But yeah, that's pretty much this game. And we only have one more 2 versus 2 game to play, so we've actually played a lot of the 2 versus 2 games in just the regular party mode, so... We did a pretty good job of actually managing to cover all of those games. Unfortunately, we still have like quite a few 1 versus 3 games, which, if you couldn't tell, you will not get 1 versus 3 games in this game at all. You'll actually like only get like the 4-player, the team-based minigames, and the 2 versus 2s. So the allies have now been added to the map. Peach is not an ally I'd want, but I would want it for the dice block. Again, like I said before, try to look at like getting teammates. It's not getting the characters themselves, but rather getting the dice block instead. So let me look at this really quick. Rosalina's right there. Honestly, I might go ahead and actually use that item space just to get up to where she is, because we need to get those allies. I don't want the other teammates to, or our opponents to get any allies here. Oh man, there's actually like a lot of good characters on the left side of the board. Boo's over there, Wario's over there. Diddy Kong, not so much, but like the other 2 are really, really good. It may not hurt to try to get over there as soon as possible. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use the warp box here, just to join Rosalina.
Hey, how you doing, Rosalina? It's me, your partner, Bowser.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get this going. Not a great roll. And yep, I figured that she'd go for Peach. Honestly, she can go ahead and do that. I'm gonna actually go up here. See if we can maybe get Koopa. And get a golden mushroom, which is honestly good. I'm glad I got that. So yeah, you pretty much get allies in the same vein that you get them in party mode. And it's actually kind of nice to get allies, especially in a case like in Bowser's case. Because allies, like I said, it means that you can use a dice block like his with a smaller penalty. Because if you roll low, you at least have like some partners to back you up. And the ally is tied to the specific character that gets them. So Bowser won't get the extra dice roll that Peach would provide, but Rosalina would. So that's basically how that works. So yeah, they will likely get that ally, but honestly, I'm kind of thinking more about heading to the left side of the board just to get prepared for the possibility of getting those two allies and for the start of move in that other direction. Okay, so here's Fruit Forecast. We can go ahead and play this since we have already played this game before. Because yeah, I really want to get both Boo and Wario. Even though, like, I do say that Bowser's dice block is the best. I think, on average, Wario and Boo's dice blocks are honestly pretty good, and maybe even better on average. It's just the possibilities of Bowser's dice block are a little better due to the nature of the fact that, you know, he can roll either an 8, 9, or 10, the three most powerful rolls in the frickin' game. But that kind of goes with Bowser's character. He kind of seems like he's like an all-or-nothing type of character, which I think makes sense for him. Also, you know, let's not forget about this fact. This is the first and only time, not counting Mario Party 10, because again, Bowser Party is in that game. But this is the first time that Bowser's actually playable in a Mario Party game. And it's pretty freaking awesome. It's pretty freaking awesome to play as him in the minigames and stuff. Although I will say, due to Bowser's size, they actually had to decrease his size intentionally in some of the minigames. So he can look kind of silly in some of those games as a result. Hopefully we get one of those games just so I can show you what I'm talking about. But we're basically looking for games like Gridiron Gauntlet and Snack Attack. Those are the games that are like really funny to see with Bowser, because they make him smaller and he looks like smaller than some of the even smallest characters, which is really strange. But we can use our item now. I think I will go ahead and use it myself, because I think I'm closer to the top path than Rosalina is. So I think it just makes more sense for me to use it. I honestly would like to use my dice block too, but it's kind of too risky at the moment. Maybe I should have used it just to, like... Because I do want to pick up Koopa as well. Okay, well, let's do this. I could also do this. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. Go around here, and you know, maybe Peach, or not Peach, Rosalina. Ugh. Maybe Rosalina will be able to pick up the star. That's a distinct possibility. But I really wanted to get that partner first, and we get some extra coins along the way too. There is something else I want to point out. I'll point it out next turn because I didn't really get to highlight it yet. And sweet, we get another gold mushroom, which is perfect. See, that'll actually help me get to the other side of the board a bit faster. Okay, so there we go. Rosalina's going to go over there. And see, this is actually pretty good because we're putting Womp back in front. And if we do that, Waluigi might intentionally spend some coins getting past Womp. And that's good, because he's using this coinado. It's the coinado. It's like, what, 6 coins? Yeah. We'll have to see what he rolls. Hopefully he doesn't roll low. So, Monty Mole basically needs an even or an odd number, which he does get. Unfortunately, that is going to give them a star. I wish Waluigi rolled a little bit higher so he'd intentionally spend coins at Womp. But that's okay. Honestly, it's kind of good, because I may be able to get moving towards the next star. And we might have like a head start on that as a result. So sometimes you have to give up a star to get even more stars or allies earlier, I think. Much like party mode, it's good to get allies, because the more allies you have, the more options you'll have. Okay, so where's Toadette going this time? Probably to the left side of the board, yes. And she's on... Oh, actually, she's... Okay, no, she's a little bit a ways from everyone else. I think I'm still the furthest one away, but Rosalina's going to have at least a head start getting it over there. And she has an ally, so she'll have, like, on average, probably better rolls than Monty Mole anyway. Okay, so nutcases. Also, I saw that Joy-Con drift. I saw that. Don't you be drifting on me.
Start.
Okay, that's decent. Not that one. Not that one. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one over there. This one's pretty good. Let me see which ones you picked, Rosalina. That's good. Yeah, that one was decent. I think we won. We had a 1 in there. Okay, good. They had some worse ones. They had 2 with only 1, which is nice. Okay, so me and Rosalina are doing pretty good on minigames so far, which is honestly to be expected. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and get things moving here. Definitely not using Koopa's dice block, and I'm not really wanting to use Bowser's dice block either. At least not right now. I want to wait till like Rosalina potentially gets the partner or the ally first. Then I might consider it, just because she'll have 2 allies and we'll be able to move a little bit further. Because I want to make sure that I can move and that she can also move as well. Just enough to get the ally, which is Diddy Kong down there. Okay, come on. There we go, that's perfect. That should give her the ally. I don't know if it'll give her the item. There is actually an item on the board down there that I do want to talk about. Ooh, I really hope I don't get messed up there. But as you can see, where Rosalina's going, there's a key right next to her like landing space. That key will actually open the treasure chest that we're actually going to be walking by here in a second. You have to land on that space, and if you actually open that up, you actually get a star, I believe. No! Oh, come on! That's a little unfortunate, because now I'm going to be going all the way back. That's like the worst space to get that on, because it's like, oh, well, you have to go all the way through that again, which is not fun. Man, Rosalina might just end up getting all of these allies. Which, you know, is not bad. It's just, I kind of want to move too. I mean, I have a single ally, which is better than nothing, but, you know, it is a little frustrating, not gonna lie. So yeah, they're both gonna go this way. But I think we'll honestly be fine. Okay, it's the pits. Have we played this yet? I don't think we have. We have not played this yet. Okay, so it's the pits. It's a team minigame, so we get to work with our allies. The goal of this game is to not basically fall down the pit. There'll be a countdown that appears. When the countdown reaches 0, the red space will stop, and if you're on that red space, you will fall into the pit. So it's kind of a survival game. My strategy is to move against the area, and then at the very end of the game, turn back around. So you're kind of, you know, going against it a little bit more, or going with it, rather. And we win. And see, what's good about these games is in Partner Party, they kind of act more like just, you know, still 2 versus 2 games. It's honestly really cool those team minigames are, you know, laid out. They're actually laid out in a way that just really, really works for whatever scenario, whether it's like just the regular party mode or even just the Partner Party as well.